The Legend of Lightening by Aaron Shipper.
Well, you've heard about gunfight with good guys like Wild Bill Hickok and White Earp.
But we'll tell you a name that strikes even greater fear to the hearts of bad men everywhere.
Lightning Larry!
We'll never forget the day Larry rode into our little town of Brimstone and walked into the Cottonmouth Saloon. He strode up to the bar and smiled straight at the bartender.
Lemonade, please.
Every head in the place turned to look.
Now standing next to Larry at the bar was Crooked Kurt.
Kurt was one of a band of rustlers and thieves that had been terrorizing our town, led by a ferocious outlaw named Evil Eye McNeil.
Kurt was wearing the usual outlaw scowl. Larry turned to him and smiled.
Mighty big frown you got there, mister.
What's it to you?
Well, maybe I could help remove it.
I'd like to see you try.
The rest of us got out the way real fast.
The bartender ducked behind the bar.
Larry and Kurt moved about 10 paces from each other, hands at the ring.
Larry was still smiling.
Kurt moved first, but he only just cleared his gun from his holster before Larry aimed and fired.
Zing! There was no bang and no bullet, just a little bolt of light that hit Kurt right in the heart. Kurt just stood there with his eyes wide with surprise. Then he dropped his gun and a huge grin spread over his face. He rushed up to Larry and poked his hand. "I'm mighty glad to know you, stranger. The drinks are on me. Lemonade for everyone."
Yay!
When Evil Eye McNeil and his outlaw gang heard that Kurt had gone straight, they shorted right down to their boots.
Most any outlaw would rather die than smile.
Evil Eye's men were shook up, but they weren't about to let on.
The very next day,
Dismal dawn, devilish dawn,
and dreadful day.
rolled into Brimstone yelling like crazy men and screaming loud.
Windows shattered.
And citizens scattered.
Then Lightning Larry showed up. He never wondered, never even stopped smiling. Just shot 3 little bolts of lightning. Zing! Zing! Zing!
Hit those outlaws right in the heart.
Larry's shots knocked the outlaws to the ground. They lay there trying to figure out what had hit them. Then they got up and looked around.
Looks like we did some damage, boys.
Said Dismal Dan.
Nobody got hurt.
Said Devilish Dawn.
They spent the rest of the day replacing windows and apologizing to everyone who would listen. Then, for good measure, they picked up all the trash in the street. Evil Eye McNeil had lost 3 more of his meanest men.
And he was furious.
He decided to do something real nasty.
The next day,
Stinky stay, Sickening said.
walked into the 79th National Savings and lone with guns in hand.
They wore masks.
But everyone knew who they were from the smell.
Ugh. Stick up your hands, said Stinky Steve.
Give us all the money in your vault.
Ordered Sickening Sid.
They were just backing out the door with the money bags when Lightning Larry strolled by.
Didn't even slow his step.
Just shot those bandits in the back.
Zing! Zing! Went right through to the heart.
The puzzled outlaws stopped and looked at each other.
Seems a shame to steal the money of hard-working cowboys.
Wouldn't want to make their lives any harder.
They holstered their guns and walked back to the teller. They plunked the money bags down on the counter.
Now, you keep that money safe.
Then they pulled out their wallets and opened up accounts. That was the last straw of Evil Eye McNeil. It was time for a showdown.
The next day at high noon, Larry was sipping lemonade at the Cottonmouth Saloon. Evil Eye burst through the doors and stamped up to him.
I'm Evil Eye McNeil. Hello, Evil Eye. Can I buy you a lemonade?
This ain't big enough for the both of us.
I don't know. Seems pretty spacious to me. I'll be waiting for you down by the Okie Dokie Corral.
And Evil Eye stamped out. Larry finished his lemonade and walked out onto Main Street.
Evil Eye was waiting for him, but Evil Eye wasn't alone.
There on either side of him were
Raunchy Ralph,
Grimy Greg, Creep the Cow, Mold and Mac, Lowe's and Goose and Ghost.
And not one of them looked friendly.
Now stay for a stroll, called Larry.
Draw!
Said Evil Eye.
All of us citizens of Brimstone were lining Main Street to see what would happen.
Larry was still smiling, but we knew even Larry could not shoot all those outlaws together. Just then, a voice came from the Cottonmouth Saloon.
Like some help, Larry? Wouldn't mind it.
Out stepped Crooked Kurt, and right behind him were Dismal Dan, Devilish Don, Dreadful Dave, Stinky Steve, and Sickening Sid.
They all took their places beside Larry.
Hello, Evil Eye, called Kurt.
Traitors!
Yelled Evil Eye. Draw!
Said Larry with a smile.
Evil Eye and his men drew their guns.
But Larry and his friends were an eye blink faster, quicker. Their guns powered 7 little bolts of light.
Hit those outlaws right in the you-know-what.
Yippee!
Yelled Evil Eye.
He shot in the air.
Zing!
There was no bang and no bullet.
Just a little bolt of light.
All right, men, let's clean up this town once and for all. Zing! 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 And before we could look for cover,
Larry and Evil Eye and the others turned their guns on the rest of us.
Bolts of light flew everywhere.
No one was spared.
not a man, woman,
Or child.
you never saw such a happy crowd.
We all rushed around and pumped each other's hands.
And hugged each other.
Then the musicians got out their instruments and we had dancing too. Main Street was one huge party.
All the rest of that day.
And all through the night. We never drank so much lemonade in all our days. With all the commotion, only a few of us saw Larry ride into the sunset.
Can't say where he went. Can't say what he's doing now.
But we bet he still aims for the heart.
Zing!